today we're going to make the Espresso Martini 3 ways. 1, your standard vodka, coffee liqueur, and espresso. 2, if you don't have an espresso machine. And then 3, we're going to spice it up. So let's hop right into it.
Alright, so for your basic espresso martini, you're going to need vodka, coffee liqueur, and also simple syrup. Start off with 2 ounces of vodka. I'm using Tito's, a good quality vodka that's just going to help the final product end up being a little bit smoother. For coffee liqueur, I like to use Kahlua. It's, again, a little bit sweeter, so you're going to put a ½ ounce of that in there. And then the simple syrup is really going to depend on how you like your coffee. If you like it black, I would say probably about a ½ ounce. If you like cream in your coffee, I would lean more towards 3/4 to a full ounce. Then you're going to brew a shot of espresso. You're going to do a double shot here. In this case, I'm using an espresso machine, and down in the description of the video, I'm actually going to link 2 different pods that I use. A Starbucks one that you can see here, and then also one that you can get off of Amazon. Comes in a 50-pack, a little bit more inexpensive because when you're making espresso martinis with friends, you can go through them pretty fast. After your shot is done brewing, you're going to directly put that into your shaker and then immediately fill up with ice about 3/4 way full and get ready to shake. You're going to want to do this quick as the shot is going to come out steaming hot and you don't want it to melt your ice and then water down your espresso martini. So you're going to want to shake for about 15 seconds. This is long enough to both chill and froth the espresso, but you don't want to shake for too long. Shaking for too long is going to water down the drink and then also leave ice chunks at the top of your espresso martini, and this can ruin that picturesque look that we want to see. A couple of tools you're going to want to have on hand is a cocktail strainer and a sieve. So I'm pouring that cocktail through the sieve just to catch any remaining ice chunks that may have made its way through the strainer. And then you're going to see over time this drink start to separate. We're going to have that nice foam head get created on the top, and that's going to give us a great bed for the coffee beans. So now we're going to take a look at an option if you don't own an espresso machine, and that's going to be instant espresso. You can use instant coffee, but I've just found that instant espresso works the best, and you'll see later on in this video. So we're going to take a heaping teaspoon of this instant espresso powder, and I'm going to lean a little bit more on the heavier side with 6 ounces of boiling water and stir that together until nice and frothy. So this is going to give us quite a bit more than what we had earlier when using the pod, so this is probably about enough to make 3 or so espresso martinis. And for the sake of accuracy, I poured out 100 milliliters of that instant espresso just to be on par with the other cocktails and then compare them side by side. So again, adding ice, shaking, you know the whole deal. So after following the same process as the previous drink with the espresso machine, we can see this drink separating and giving us that nice foamy head. This shows that you don't need an espresso machine in order to make this cocktail, and that if you have instant espresso, that should be just fine. So for making that deluxe and spiced up espresso martini, I thought we'd think outside the box and go for cognac rather than the vodka. I'm using Hennessy here, again, just a good alcohol that should mix well with this cocktail, giving us a deeper and darker flavor.
So as you can see, I've got 2 of the martinis here. This one's the Hennessy, this one's the instant espresso. And I gotta say that the instant espresso martini gave the Hennessy one a run for its money. So it shows you don't have to go out and spend that much money in order to make a great cocktail at home. A couple other suggestions you could do to switch it up. You could replace the vodka or cognac for Grand Marnier, which is half orange liqueur, half cognac. And you can also use Licor 43 here, which is a Spanish liqueur. It has more of a vanilla flavor. So go out, try different liquors, and see what you can make. And I'll catch you in the next one.